This is our Popsicle for all ages. Colors I have are yellow and brown. There's a little bit of brown in the stick there, plus a little bit of brown in the yellow for the stick. I've got white, turquoise for the body. I've got navy, purple, and white for the background, and black for the details in the face. Now, when I do this, I get a big scoop of whites and a little bit of turquoise. If they want to use a different color, that's fine. But I'm trying to go for cool colors here so that it looks cold. I want to, have that kind of chattery teeth look. So what I did was I had the kids put their index finger on their hand that is not painting. For me, it's the left hand. Put it in the center of the canvas and then go halfway down and put a little mark like that, just a little mark, halfway down from their finger, and that should put you about a quarter of the way up, and then blend around a little bit just above that dot, okay? I don't want to get down too far because it'll crowd the stick. Then once that's done, then I'm all set, that's great. And then I'm going to go on the sides, and I'll hold my brush up and down like it's a key pointing up, like a boat or a shark. And I want to find the place where my finger was, okay? My finger was there. I'll put just a little dot, not a big dot, just a little dot, because I need space between there and there for my teeth. That's where the dot is. Then I want to go on either side of that, about halfway over on both sides, and put a little line up and down there and there. The closer I am in, the narrower he's going to look. And then I'm going to draw a line that goes down. I'm sorry, let's just draw a line that goes under. At the very bottom down here, very bottom, I want to make just under my little blended area, I'm going to hold my brush flat and make a slightly curvy line, slightly curvy and slightly smiley. And then I'll bring this down to meet up with it, maybe flare it a little bit like that. And then once that's done, I'm getting pretty close here with my shape. I'm going to go put the mouth in. Now the mouth is going to be with my brush sideways. It's going to be just under this little mark here, and it's going to kind of be wavy like that. But remember, the kids need to leave a nice big gap here or else you're not going to have any teeth, okay? So nice little curvy line like that. Again, for that chattery look, unless they want some other kind of expression. Get a little more paint, put a little more paint up on there. And then I'm going to come above and put my eyes. Now my eyes will be above. I'm going to put a little vertical line just right in between like that. Just above my little mark, and then just do nice big eyes, so nice big open, surprised, kind of panicky eyes for being cold. And then I'm going to find the top, and at the top I'm going to come down, the middle of the top, come down about an inch, put a little mark, and then it's just going to curve right around and down like that, or up and over, however you like that. And then right where this, I'm going to take this line right here up a little bit above, like almost to the top of the eye like that. And then put a little wiggly line like that that curves around. That's the bite. That's the bite. It's the inner line right there. And then take the rest of it. Make sure this comes around and meets up like this looks continuous. And looks like it could meet up with that as it came around, okay? And that's it. And the shapes will be a little different. Might make that a little wider. And then I'll get some more white, a little bit of blue, and paint it in. And, work my face into my eyes into the color of the face so I don't see the little goggle look. Work this all around. And see lots of pretty shades in it, nice and cold. And once that's done, I'm going to get some yellow and brown and work out my stick. There we go, kind of like that. All right, then I'm going to get rinse that brush out, dry it off. I'm going to get a scoop of yellow and a little bit of brown, just a little bit of brown, and then blend it a little bit on the table so that when I'm ready to start using it, it's already a little bit kind of honey color like that. I'm going to find the center. Find the middle of this. Hold your brush straight up and down. Find the center. Put a line down. It could be a little bit angled. The whole thing's a little bit angled if you want to. Straight down like that, but stop a little bit short of the bottom. And then I'm going to go on either side like that, on either side, and then make a little curve that comes down like that. I'm going to get a little bit blue in there. I was a little lazy with the cleaning. And then just brush it in. Just brush it in, just like that. Yellow, brown, just like that. I'm going to put a little touch more brown, but remember, a little bit of brown goes a long way. Just a touch more brown. And so I got this kind of finger shape hanging down, like a tongue shape, like that. And then when I'm done with that, I will paint my background. Now, before we start with the background, we have to make sure, because I had yellow in the brush, I'm going to prime the brush with the purple and blue. I'm just going to use the purple. So dip my brush into just the purple and then paint the table some, and that'll help take out some of the yellow that's in there. Now, when I paint this background, I'm going to get a big scoop of white, like that, put it up on there. and a big scoop of blue, put it up on. This is the navy blue, not the light blue, the navy blue, and a big scoop of purple, put it on there too. This is 3 colors, okay? 3 colors. Now I'm gonna start blending it up and down. I want to do up and down because it kind of gives that kind of frigid look, up and down like that, kind of like icicles, or kind of like what I expect ice to look like, is more vertical like that. And as I'm doing that, I'll just keep on putting more purple and blue on it. But before I get too far, I need to come here and here and put a little line. I can hold my brush flat, but I need to put a little curvy line like that that looks like a little bite like that. And it's going to come right around, so I leave white there. That's the white of the canvas. So I'm going to go right up against the wide part here and the wide part here and just leave it. It could be less or more, it doesn't really matter. And I'll just brush this up and down. There's big strokes up and down. Keep on getting more of alternate colors. I'll get some more blue and go up and down. Get some more white, go up and down like that. So I don't overblend it too much. Now I'm going to work this into that, like that. I didn't go around the popsicle yet. I just went around I just worked the edge of the bite up into it, like so. And just, again, lots of pretty shades like that, real multicolored. I'll do like we do, paint all around, all around, and I'll paint up against, and then brush it out like we do. So I'm gonna pause for a second while I do that. One thing I want to warn you about, it's really easy to do, I almost did it myself, is when you come around and you're painting around the edge of the popsicle, it's really easy to forget that this is meant to be white and then just paint right into it, okay? If somebody does that, try not to have them put white paint on it, try to have them wipe it off, and you can help them with that. But I'm gonna rinse out my brush and dry it, and then go to my small brush. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is put my blue eyes on there. Now these are blue eyes, they're the navy blue because I want it to look more, again, more cool, more cold, and the blue looks colder. I'm gonna make him look a little bit, again, he's kind of panicky cold, so his eyes are cross-eyed, but if you, kind of crazy cross-eyed, but if you want to make him looking up or down, that's certainly fine too. He can be looking up at his little bite there like he got bit. But I'm going to put a circle there, and then a circle down here a little bit like that. This is just with the navy blue. And then I'm going to rinse the brush out and dry it, and then get some brown. And all I'm going to do with the brown is just put a little line that goes right along the curve right here, because I need to show the width of that. And so there's a little inside line right along like that, and it goes around, curves right, and at the bottom it just kind of stops like that. So it looks like, you know, it's got an edge there. And I'll put the whole edge with the black. Okay, rinse my brush out, dry it, and go to my black now. Now the black I'll take and make my mouth. Now remember, the mouth can be a little bit more wiggly than I've made it. I can do whatever I want. I don't care if there's a little bit of blue inside. Makes it look a little more chattery. I'm going to take that around like that. And some of it didn't turn out very smiley, but that's okay because it just kind of still has that panicky look. So I just made it smiley to make it look more pleasant, but he doesn't have to be smiling, just chattery. And then the teeth are going to go all the way, just kind of equidistant, all the way along, like so. And then a little line around the eyes, which I'll try to make it a little bit more. Again, sometimes the kids have little small eyes, and I always recommend that they keep the outline more on the blue or on the color and not so much on the white, because that takes away size. So if I keep my outline on the blue, the eyes actually look bigger than they did before. If I put it on the white, they look smaller. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to put a couple little kind of surprise panicky eyebrows, just little U-shapes, upside down U's up at the top like that, maybe a little off from each other. Looks cute like that. And let's see, is that all the black? Oh, and then a black edge out here. That's not the edge of the, I want that to look like it's the edge of the white, not the edge of the outside blue. So I'm going to put a little edge right there. My background's a little wet, but it should be dry enough to do that. And that part there is white, okay? And I can make that look a little more bitten if I want to, more scalloped. And then the last thing is to take the, well actually let's take the black and go around the, that's everything on the inside. Let's take the black and go around the stick. I'm gonna go around the stick. I got a little wet here, but right around like that, right up against there. Not across the bottom, because that's the bottom of the popsicle, not the top of the stick, of course. So paint that around like that. And then I'm gonna get some more of my navy blue, my dark color, whatever. If they do pink, do red. If they do light green, do green. I'm gonna do the navy blue, and I'm gonna go around the whole popsicle. And here I go, get some navy blue. I'll go across the little mouthy part right here where I bit, this part right here, a little wiggly, a little more scalloped. And then I'll go around down the side. Mine's a little wet, so it looks a little bit messy, but you get the idea. Like that. And then I'll paint around the other side, which is all the way around here. Like that. I missed it a little bit. I'm doing this kind of fast because I don't want this to get too yucky in with the background. Because I just painted it, but yours will be well dry. And then I'll paint this across the bottom, like that, right across the whole thing. Some of the kids stopped at the stick. Make sure they go all the way across the stick, all the way across the stick. Okay. And then once that's done, I'm going to get my. I'll come back and redo this later, but you get the idea. This got a little bit light. All right. Then I'm going to come back. Let's see. Is that it? Last thing I'm going to do is my little highlights in my eyes. I think that's it. I'm going to get a little bit of white paint. And I'm going to just touch it right there and touch it right there. And then I got a couple of highlights inside, so he's come to life. So good luck with it. It's fun and not too involved.